My very first contract for 2022, and I messed up. There is a saying that says, you can change your mind anytime, no matter what, and you don't have to give a reason. And I did just that. Come out here and talk about why I decided to cancel my contract, my very first contract for the new year. Cancel. But before I start, give me a like, thumbs up, share. A friend of mine called me and told me, because we work like that, when she finds something and I find something, and we just text a group of us about a position coming up. And so I decided to apply for it. So the recruiter called me immediately. With your resume, they see that you have some experience, they will call you. But I'm not the type that jump at the first thing. I wait first. A lot of friends of mine, they just feel like the money is going to go away and they jump at everything, the first offer they get. And so this one, I decided to go because I've been sitting home since about November. So I had, for the first time in nursing, I had it sporadically, but this is the first time in a long time that I actually was home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I got to spend New Year's with the family. So the lady on the phone, she was telling me that she has a position for me, and she went down, the requirements, and you can't cancel, and you can't take no day off, whatever. And I said, okay, that's fine. It's only 3 weeks. I can do that. So, because I had another one coming up, I'm applying for in New York. So 3 weeks, I'll be back home. I can go to the other assignment. And so she was going down, and it was when she said that I'm going to be working with violent predators. And she said, do you have a problem with that? And I said, no. All I could hear is ding, 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 money. And I'm being honest with you. That's money makes the world go round, and don't act like you don't need it, because you need it. And so I said yes, knowing that I really didn't want to go. I would have gone, but something about the assignment didn't click with me. And so I normally does this all the time. When I'm going to a facility, they don't tell you the hospital, they don't tell you the correctional facility, they don't tell you the state facility, psychiatric facility you're going to. They just say, oh, Patrice, you're going to adolescent or forensic, or they don't get into that sometimes. So I usually do my research. I can tell a little bit and narrow it down based on the address that they give me that I'm going to. And what I do is research the psychiatric hospital in the area, the regular hospital, and I research the prison, the federal, whatever, in that area, and narrow it down. So, oh yeah, I'm going here. Anyway, I found out where I was going, and it confirmed based on that address that I was going to one of the most violent place where they hold the predators. So I already said yes, I was going, and I felt like back then in my earlier days as a nurse, I would go to places, and I know deep down in my heart I wasn't comfortable in my decision, and I go and I'm miserable for 13 weeks. And I had decided that 2022, I wasn't going to make that decision because I'm trying to transition out of nursing, out of bedside. But it doesn't seem like anyone can, including NP. So that's why I'm here. So I wanted to make a decision where I feel happy with my decision. I thought I was going with my friend. So I told her the facility I'm going to, I narrowed it down, and I actually found the facility where she's going to, which was correct. Her facility was okay, but why I'm going by myself now and don't get me wrong, I know how to handle myself in prison, in the federal system, in the jail, detention with the kids. I know how to handle myself appropriately. But it's something about if you're not comfortable. And the reason why I made that decision, because a friend of mine, a male friend and I, we end up into a jail in California, and we were treated, I would like to say that they would treat you right. But we felt very unsafe, and we pair up together, and I was night shift with him, and I will do my meds, and he will come with me, and I will go with him to do his med. And you walking in the dark, and sometimes the inmates passing you. So I didn't feel comfortable to go by myself. I thought my friends was going to be there with me, but they split us up. Agency does that all the time. And so I went to bed, and it just haunted me that I decided that I need to cancel this contract. Now my friends say, oh, don't you need money? Yeah, you're missing out. You're missing out on that crisis bucks. But if you're not happy, if you feel like you can't get up in the morning because you're going to that job that you don't like, then you shouldn't make that decision. So I decided to forego the money. Yeah, I'm okay. I can stretch that $1 and buy some Kool-Aid and survive with one loaf of bread. So I'm okay there. So when I did my research on that facility, and I'm not going to mention it because you never know, I might have to work for them. And I was scared because I was a little scared, yes, because I know that with the agency, some agency, they can blackball you, which means you may never work for them, and you don't know which hospital is connected with them, because if you work in California, you know that American Mobile is the stronghold in all the hospital in California. Unfortunately, it wasn't American Mobile. I know how to deal with them. I don't take a contract unless I'm going to finish it with them. So at about 3 a.m. in the morning, I decided that, I don't know if I'm comfortable enough, and something in my gut said, you need to cancel. Because, I advocate for kids. These are people that deal bad things to kids, and I know in nursing they said you should not. I'm the one who preach it too. You shouldn't read up on their record, and I know from working in the prison, once you know it, see, they shouldn't have told me. Once you know it, you came in. I'm going to go in with that notion that these are people that did this, and I have some feelings about that. So I got on the phone 3 a.m. hoping that nothing won't happen. The agency will understand, and I will get to work for them again. So I got on the phone and explained. I text because this is 3 a.m., but they're available 24 hours, so that's a good thing. And I said, I'm not really comfortable working in that facility. It has some triggers for me, and I don't think I'll be the best nurse providing for those patients. And the lady said, okay, so does that mean you want to, they call it deployed or something like that? I said, yes. And she started the paperwork. I was canceled. She didn't say anything, but in the morning, another lady called me, and I said, it's not the whole system, it's the unit that you told me I'm going to work on. I don't feel comfortable, because I didn't tell her that. But when I did my research, Google is just a wonderful place to, research, because I research everything where I'm going, safety, the surrounding areas and everything. And when I researched that facility, they got some violent predators that is uncontrollable. And I don't want to be a situation in California, because I don't have my friends having my back. I'm going to be there by myself. So I decided, hey, I'd rather not let the money go and be content with my decision. Lo and behold, I didn't even know, because the majority at that facility, I read that they have COVID too. So I'm pretty sure, being an agency nurse, they're going to throw me in there. And I don't like the setup when I'm giving meds and all out and about. Same kind of words to you. I don't like all that. And so I decided, cancel it. So the next morning she called me, and the lady said, okay, we're going to do it this time. Yeah, but the next time you will be suspended. I said, okay, thank you. And I asked her, is there any other assignment? You just have to go on the board and look. I missed that one. I'm so happy that she did not suspend me. She did not blackball me. She had a heart, the person on the phone, that understand that not every nurse can do, like for me, taking care of certain patient. You might not like doing trachs. Some people don't like the nursing home. Some people don't like the psych facility. They said they get beat up. And even matter of fact, they say, oh, you work in the psych, Psych is correction. Psych is all sorts of field. It doesn't have to be in the hospital. So I'm so happy. So I decided to cancel my contract. I just didn't feel safe. I just didn't feel like there was going to be anyone that I could trust. And if you're not happy, if you're not content with your decision, don't go. That's all I can tell you. Don't go. I mean, you watched my video. I told you about some of the housing situation. You feel like you can't come outside. I had a friend, she went to Chicago with the same agency. And she said, I called her. She left a week ago. And I called her the other day and she was home. I said, I thought you went for a 13 weeks contract. She said, nobody stayed because the area was shootout every night, or they felt scared, and the hotel, and you leave. So if you're not happy, you can't consider that the agency's going to look out for you. And I'm being honest. You have to look out for yourself. That's why I recommend that you research these facilities that they're sending you to. How far it is from your hotel. Do you have to drive? You work a night shift. It's a safety issue. And so that's why I decided, because I didn't want to work with, I'm not comfortable working with those types of patients. And if it was a situation where I'm already there, and I'm glad I made that decision early, because once you let the agency buy you a ticket, then it's over. I got to get on that plane and I have to go. I cannot cancel, because if I cancel, I'm definitely going to be blackballed because they spend money on me. So I made that decision quick. So my friends, they're still going where they're going. They'll be safe, I hope. This year, do what you like. Take an assignment that you know you're going to complete. Well, to be honest, you never know. It might sound, agency can make it sound so good because, they're not, I would like to say that they care about you, but you have to care about yourself because the decision that the recruiter is making is based on bonus and income. And you have to be happy in your decision. So choose your assignment wisely. That's what I want to leave this video saying. Do what makes you happy and you will enjoy it. I have a friend that's in California that's extending. And another reason why I made this decision, and I did not know at the time that California made this state law this past Saturday that if the nurse is tested positive for the vaccine, that they can work side by side. They can work in the facility if they're asymptomatic and using a respirator. So my decision wasn't based on that. I found out after. My decision was based on safety. I needed to feel comfortable.